There we go. We needed a little extra of these babies today. And you got the beautiful birds. If you've been following our bird drama, our babies have left the nest. The last one left yesterday. And what an amazing time it's been to watch that whole process from laying of the eggs, just like 3.5, maybe 4 weeks ago, to them fully fledged, as of yesterday. So it's pretty amazing. I definitely am grateful not to be a bird mom, but I am blessed to be a dog mom. And yeah, to watch them, mama and papa bird taking care, feeding, and all the work that goes into it. It's been really quite the show. Not just them. I mean, our yard this year has just been full of more birds than than we've ever had before. So it's quite fantastic to watch and witness and hear them and feel them. And when I am out here playing with my sound, my sound tools, to hear them in response and just watch how they all, interact with the sound. I have a lizard right here in front of me with his head just poking out. Anyway, how are you today? Let me know where you're tuning in from, how you're feeling, and anything that you want to, support in clearing today. When I checked in before we began, the sounds were so talkative and there was a lot that they wanted to say. So today we have my optically clear Indian ball. Isn't she beautiful? And she's really good at making space and clearing and helping cellular metabolism. And then the other one who wanted to come through, which is my near and dear wisdom of the chimes. So it'll be interesting to see now that we're all out here, who has something to say and what messages they have for us. So before we dive in, I just want to invite you to the next Sonic Acupuncture session. My nonprofit Double the Love Foundation hosts Sonic Acupuncture, and this month we have Akashic readings with Hasina Patel. And I have the link to register for Sonic Acupuncture, which is on May 11th. And this is my birthday month, so I'm also offering a gift to you to win a private session with me. And it's very simple. All you need to do is invite people to register using a special referral link. And if 3 or more of those people actually do register, then you're going to qualify to win a session with me. And so I will put that information in the description as well. And it just uplifts everybody. It's upward spiral is the language that I've been hearing lately. But it's like, instead of paying it forward, it's rising together in a beautiful way. I had written something yesterday that went out in an email about that, and I can't remember how I worded it. It was so perfect. But we're all raising our vibrational health together, and a healthy world is a peaceful world. And the more and more that I'm, out here speaking about the clinic, the online community clinic, and the offerings and that space and that container, I'm really starting to see that taking care of your health and your vibrational health is truly a form of activism. Because just imagine for a moment if everyone in this world were healthy. Even everyone. Sometimes it's hard to imagine the entire population of you, but just imagine, like, if everyone that you know in your world were healthy, how would life feel? How would life flow? How would life be? Right? There's a sense of peacefulness that continues to arise from this place. And my mission since I began in really I've been doing this work much longer, but since I established my acupuncture practice, my mission was harmonizing the nature of oneself. And it's really it continues to teach me and inspire me and show me layer upon layer of what that really means. And where I'm at in my understanding of this now is that really we can create, massive impact on a global scale when we take care of our own bodies and our own minds and our vibrational health. So I thank you for being here with me each week and each month. I just posted the monthly activation. You can find that on my channel. And also, please do subscribe and share with others. Let's get this light out into the world. And I'm so grateful for your support in that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is 𝙪𝙤𝙙𝙖𝙮. I am a licensed acupuncturist, sound healer, and clairvoyant, and I've been doing this work in one form or another for over 22 years, helping people attain health and harmony in their lives through awakening the healing intelligence of their body-mind. And I use vibrational tools in that process, and my abilities allow me to accurately, quickly identify where those blocks are so we can restore flow to those areas. Because when our life force, when our chi is not moving, that's when things begin to break down. That's when we can experience different states of illness and dis-ease and discomfort, not only in our physical well-being, but in our emotional world, in our financial world, in our relationships. It really ripples out into all aspects of life. So when I invited you just to drop into a moment to feel what it would be like and how your world would be if you were healthy, and that sense of peacefulness or whatever you connected with came through, maybe you could sense how that really impacted the world around you. Okay, so I'm hearing them coming through. Who wants to start today with the sounds? And let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you're watching in the replay, just let me know that as well. I always love to hear from you. And I really value your feedback and your stories and your shares as well. So pain is the first thing that's coming through. There's a lot around pain, and it feels more like sadness and emotional pain. I'm just seeing someone crying, and I can feel like their hands over their heart, like just really weeping. And now as I'm connecting a bit more deeply, there's a sense of loss involved. There's a sense of loss. And it's interesting. It doesn't feel like loss of someone else. It feels like loss of self, loss of youth, loss of times gone by. Again, we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, our relationship to time. That was a fascinating session. If you haven't checked that out, look that up. It's About Time is the name of that one. And our relationship to time and how we feel at time is really an indicator of our health and well-being. I never really considered it that way before until the sounds brought it through. So this has a similar feeling of this loss of like this younger self or this earlier self, or this I'm seeing someone looking back on themselves in their younger days, and it's like they miss that part of themselves. And as I'm moving through the layers of this, it's not even that they miss themselves like looking a certain way, but there's a sense of vitality and feeling like anything is possible kind of attitude. And that's been kind of chipped away over the years. So there's this loss maybe of this idealism or this belief in the magic of the world or the kindness of others, or this power that they had that they can't seem to connect with again. It's this loss of personal power. There we go. We made our way to it. Now I'm like right on top of it. So how many of you who are watching this really feel that you are connected to your personal power? And how many of you feel that maybe you've lost that along the way and seeking to find that again? I know for myself, I'm always seeking to connect with that because it's always changing, and there's always a different, awareness of my power as I move through life. I remember I started exploring my personal power in Chinese medicine. Each decade has kind of a theme, and your 40s is your personal power, where you really step into your power. And I remember when I turned 40, and I was kind of waiting for it to happen. I had this idea of what that looked like, what that felt like, what that was, but then it wasn't happening. So I kept exploring and contemplating and asking myself and kind of looking for what that power was. And then I remember finally feeling it, and it was inside me. It wasn't outside of me, of course, but it was almost like a pinpoint of light in the center of my heart. And it was quiet, but there was so much there. And I know this resonates with a lot of people because I've talked to a lot of people about this over the years, that it felt like, if I really let myself go into it, it almost felt overwhelming. I was frightened of my own power. And so, we kind of suppress that or repress that. We cut ourselves off from that. And then we also have our ideas of what power looked like, and the culture that we're in and the society that we're in. We could say that it's patriarchal and all of these types of labels. However you connect with the feeling of power, right? That tends to have more of a masculine energy around it. But what I found as I began to exploring my connection to my own power was this gentleness, there was this love. There was this love that could hold anything and do anything. It was quite the opposite of my idea of power. So I began to just really surrender to experiencing what power felt like as it arose within me and through me. And the work that I've been doing now, my own personal work, which I will be sharing with you, as the time goes on, is I really have memories of abusing my power in the past in other lifetimes. And if you're a healing practitioner or a light worker or an empath, perhaps you can relate to that. But there's many of us out there who've experienced and have this memory within our DNA, within the fibers of our being, of having abused our power in the past, and we're scared to use it now, right? I'm feeling you feel that, right, as we're talking, right? So it might not even be anything from this lifetime, but it's time to reclaim that, because now you are worthy, you are capable, and you are able to wield this power that flows through you. This came up in a session I was doing with a client yesterday. There was this fear that she couldn't, one, trust her power, and that she couldn't wield that power that she had been given. The power you have is your birthright. You are here now, at this point in time, in this body, on this earth, to wield your power with love and compassion. And when you do that, you'll see the magic that appears and the miracles that occur in your life and the lives of those around you. But again, this power, there's no effort to it. It just is this it's like the fountain of youth almost. It's just this ever connection to source. And it just, this infinite flow and movement of energy that springs forth through you and through the center of your heart. Okay, we're going to dive deeper now. You ready? We're going to dive deeper. So I'm just tracking the themes of what we've been doing lately. The way the work comes through is it reveals patterns and layers. And it really started off with our talk about time. And then it went into, let's go back. The power of presence, being in the present moment. And then time. And then anger, what to do with anger. And now here we are with power. And so if we aren't, you can see how that unfolding is occurring as we come together each week. Right? If we don't know how to move these emotions of unresolved anger or grief or pain, whatever it is, anything blocking your vital life force, the power that you wield is also going to be obstructed, right? Okay, let's see what this beauty has to share with us. Let's just close our eyes right now and just take in her medicine for a moment. There's nothing to do, she says. This power you speak of is the power of the mind, which is not the power of the heart, which is the power that you want to connect with. It's not power over anybody else, it's command over oneself. This power is the power of love that you're seeking to feel and see in your world. It's the power of life, compassion, generosity, kindness, Power flows through in many different forms. It's what's needed to make things work, right? It's like, you know, when we want to use any of our electrical devices, right? We have to plug it in. We have to connect to power. We have to connect to the grid, okay? The smart grid, which actually isn't smart at all, but I'm not going to go into that today. Oh, hi, Michaela. Thank you so much. Okay. There's another grid that we can tap into and that we are each a part of and we are connected to as one being, the individual expression of the one, but the one is the grid and you are a nodal point on that grid of light. So with your eyes closed, if they're not already, let's just take a deep breath in and see if you can allow that breath to flow down to the root, to your tailbone. So you're going to drop those roots down into the center of the earth. We need a ground, right? When we're connecting to the grid, when we're connecting to any power source, that power has to be grounded, right? What happens when it's not? You can get shocked. So we are electromagnetic beings, and our heart creates this electromagnetic field that extends from our body several feet and influences others that are in the, you know, in our field, that are around us, in our aura. Okay, allow those roots to drop down until you feel that sense of groundedness. Use that breath to guide those roots down until you feel connected and grounded and rooted. Almost there. Give yourself space and time to connect and ground. There you go. Feel that? Not fully grounded, but you've made a connection. So just feel how you feel in your body now. I just want you to get acclimated and accustomed to feeling your body when these shifts happen. So you begin to understand how that is for you and your body. There we go. Can you feel it getting stronger the more that we're staying connected? Beautiful. There we go. Okay, now that we're in there more, now you can start to feel, see if you can notice this in your body, the power source beginning to generate and start to flow through you. Can you feel that? Just feel your body connecting with the power now that you are grounded and rooted and centered. There's nothing to do, just notice it. There you go. Now notice how this energy is starting to move and rise up within you. So allow it to do its thing. This is intelligent light that we're dealing with, intelligent information. It knows what to do and how to move. So we're just going to observe and witness and feel the changes that are happening. There you go. Beautiful. Someone had a big shift there and a nice change in your breath. Okay, now from here, we're just going to connect that power source into the physical body a bit more. So I'm going to put you down for a minute. Okay. So with your hands on your lower belly, below your belly button, you're going to take a breath in. Now the belly's going to bring the breath in through the nose, and you're going to feel your hands connect, your belly connect with your hands, so there's a bit of pressure, right? And then on the exhale, you're going to exhale using the belly, and you're going to exhale all the way out so you can almost feel your belly touch your spine. So it would be something like this. Okay, so let's try that together a few rounds. And when you exhale, yes, you're going to exhale out the mouth. Inhaling together into the belly, feeling the connection with your hands. And then on the exhale, there you go. And again, Focus, keep your awareness on the lower belly. The belly is the motive force here, bringing the breath in. There you go. And again. Beautiful. Now, on the next exhale, you're going to exhale and you're going to direct that life force so you'll feel it jump up to the heart. Like at the carnival and you have that big hammer and you're hitting the thing and it has to rise up and hit the bell. It's that same experience. So on the exhale, there's an extra little push and you're going to kind of bring that energy up, that power source up to connect with the next power source here in the chest. Okay, so we're inhaling the life force into the lower belly, into that sea of chi. There you go. Beautiful. And then exhale, exhale, exhale. And then push it up. Direct it with the breath. There you go. Amazing, right? I saw all of you have this incredible light opening up through the crown and extending down around you. Okay, let's do that again. Inhaling. And then exhaling. And then just release and feel how that energy and vitality moves through you. Right? There you go. One more time. I like to do things in threes. Inhaling into the belly. The belly brings the breath in. There you go. Now you have access to more power. I don't know if you can feel that here, but you do. And then exhaling, the belly brings the breath out and then directs it up to the heart. There you go. And maybe you can feel it continuing beyond the heart through the third eye and crown, coming down around you and showering. So let's do one more round. This time we're going to follow that energy source, that power, through the body, through the third eye and crown, and we're going to exhale, exhale, exhale as we see that light and power shower down around us. Okay, so it's going to create this circular movement, right? We're inhaling, gathering all that energy. We're going to exhale, direct it up and out through the crown, and we're going to continue to exhale until it reaches our root again, and then we can release the breath. Okay, inhaling, exhaling, actually you're going to exhale and then hold as the light showers. I'm sorry, can't really exhale that long. Just hold, and then when it reaches the root again, then you're going to inhale. There you go. You're going to hold as that light and power and energy and information shower down around you. And once you feel it connect at the root, then you're going to do one more time, inhaling. And release the breath. Okay, so we do have these really potent energy centers in the body. There's many depending on which maps that you look at, and they all have value, and some of you may resonate with ones more than others, and use whatever resonates with you. But what I always teach my clients and what I offer you here each week is really starting to connect these three heavens. Okay, so just accessing these three powerful energetic centers in the body that help activate that core channel where you can access that power and it can flow through you unimpeded. So I really want to cultivate this connection pretty consistently, daily, I recommend, right? So let me know how you're feeling and how that power is for you. And if you're looking for more personal guided work on connecting with your power, reach out to me and we can talk. I thank you, dear ones, for coming together with me again to harmonize the nature of oneself. And I hope to see you next Tuesday and next Thursday at Double the Love Foundation's online community clinic for some Sonic Acupuncture. Michaela says, great energy. Yeah, right? I feel energized and I feel a lot more clear as well. So if you're going to do this in your daily life, I would spend, 7 to 10 minutes doing this breath. It's a gentle breath, but it's a directed breath. Okay? So continue to explore your power and connection with breath, and let me know your experience. It's so lovely to be here with you again today, and I wish you infinite blessings. Blessings.